Every woman aspires to certain qualities in a man that deeply resonate with her, but she rarely expresses these desires openly. This often happens because these desires often reside at a subconscious level, escaping her immediate consciousness in most situations. She might even manifest dissatisfaction or distance in response to these unmet desires without truly understanding the root of these feelings. Revealing these desires could make her feel contradictory or even insecure. Therefore, it's essential to understand what these three profound aspirations are that every woman desires in a man, even if she hesitates to acknowledge them openly. The first consideration is that a woman seeks in a man the ability to arouse the attraction of other women, which triggers a powerful response in her brain. This phenomenon also applies in reverse, where men also feel an instinctive desire for someone who is admired and desired by others. This is a natural expression of the human desire for exclusivity and recognition. The idea here isn't that a man is pursuing multiple relationships, but rather that he's genuinely appealing to others. It's not about direct competition among men, as often seen in the male context, but rather the fact that a woman tends to be attracted to a man who is interesting and valued by others. Being seen as someone with an engaging and fascinating life naturally makes a man attractive. Being active in one's own life, having passions and interests that make one a protagonist in their own story, makes them inherently captivating. It's this combination of qualities that fuels attraction. Similarly, in a relationship context, if a man isn't enriching his own life experience, if he isn't contributing to the vitality of the relationship can gradually lose its shine. Often, this happens without her immediately discerning the underlying reason. The second often unexpressed aspiration is the desire for a man to be a protector and defender. This doesn't mean being violent or financially supporting the woman, especially if she already has independence. It's about a man with masculine energy that brings emotional stability and a sense of comfort. It's his ability to create an environment where she feels safe and protected. This characteristic often goes unrecognized consciously but manifests in everyday situations. For instance, when he naturally helps a lost child or assists an elderly person crossing the street. It's not limited to just defending the partner but extends to situations involving children, the elderly, or those in need. It's an expression of the inherent physical strength of masculinity, but it's more about using that strength for good and demonstrating genuine support and protection. For instance, when they're together on a rainy day, and passing cars splash water. A protective man might suggest she stands on the opposite side of the street to shield her from the water. This authentic behavior creates a sense of protection and care, generating attraction. Cultivating this protective quality and demonstrating it naturally and sincerely can heighten your attractiveness in the eyes of women. It's not something forced or insincere, it's a way to convey that you care about her well-being and are willing to be a defender and protector in both small everyday situations and more significant moments. The final aspiration, albeit rarely expressed, is the desire for a man to disagree with her and have the ability to say no. She wants a man with his own opinions and perspectives, someone who doesn't automatically agree with everything she says or thinks. This man who disagrees with her isn't doing so arbitrarily but rather because he has his own convictions, values, and well-defined boundaries. The person who says no does so calmly and thoughtfully, without impulsive reactions or rudeness. It's not about being abrasive but expressing calmly and respectfully that there's a difference of opinion. This type of man isn't governed by conformity or fear of displeasing. He has internal strength that guides him and is willing to share his viewpoint with her. By doing so, he shows that he has his own identity and values that aren't easily swayed. This ability to disagree, communicated through healthy and open conversations, showcases his integrity and authenticity. He can express his opinions constructively, explaining his perspective without imposing or belittling her opinions. This reveals a man who's secure in his convictions and values the exchange of ideas and mutual respect. If this explanation has been helpful to you, feel free to show your support by leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. If you have more questions or need further clarification, I'm here to help. Best regards and see you soon.